Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Cooking with JJ. In this week's episode, I'm making a very simple and delicious farinata. I'm putting my own personal twist on things, and I'm going to be pairing it with a beautiful apple chutney. We have a little bit of an Indian fusion going on with this recipe. This is from the Liguria region, this dish, traditionally. Normally it's very simple, just a chickpea flour, salt, and water. You mix it all together and you're good to go. Be sure to stay tuned all the way through for a little story about the history of this dish. I'm really excited to get started on this recipe and of course enjoy it in the end. So without further ado, let's head over to the kitchen and get cooking! First of all, you want to season your cast iron pan. Feel free to use a suitable oven-safe alternative. I'm adding 1.5 cups worth of chickpea flour into this bowl here. I'm adding a teaspoon of dried rosemary, a teaspoon of Italian seasoning, and about 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'm generously grinding in some black pepper. Whisk up all your dry ingredients. I'm removing some of the oil from our marinated artichokes, our sun-dried tomatoes, and the Kalamata olives. I'm chopping up the marinated artichokes into more manageable pieces, and I'm slicing up our sun-dried tomatoes. I'm pressing our Kalamata olives with the side of the knife and deep hitting them. I'm mixing 1.5 cups of water into our dry ingredients. Mix it up thoroughly. Once it's evenly mixed, you can mix in your fillings. Feel free to eyeball the amount. Measurements don't have to be exact. In our hot oiled cast iron pan, I'm pouring in the batter. Our oven has been preheated to 425 Fahrenheit and we're adding this in. We'll bake this for about 20 to 30 minutes or until it's golden brown. This dish came about in the Middle Ages after a huge naval battle called the Battle of Meloria. It was between two of Italy's most powerful trading cities, the Republic of Genoa and the Republic of Pisa. This battle was all about money, power, and control over the seas. They were kind of like two giant rival shipping companies that had their own armies. These two big rivals were constantly fighting over key trade routes and strategizing how to gain control over surrounding areas. Pisa had the stronger foothold to begin with. In the 11th century, the Pope granted Pisa official power over Corsica and Sardinia. And you can imagine how much that pissed off Genoa. After Genoese ships were heading back after their victory over Pisa, a big storm hit their ship hard. They lost a lot of their food supplies. Seawater happened to mix up with some chickpea flour and olive oil, and some who were desperate to eat ate this pasty concoction. They didn't like it very much. and some left it out in the sun, and it ended up accidentally cooking. And they tried it again, or at least some of them did, and they quite liked it. And then they decided to bring this recipe back to Genoa. And to rub things in with their victory, they called it the Gold of Pisa. Now we're moving on to our delicious apple chutney. I'm going to peel and slice 3 apples to get them ready for blending. I'm juicing a lemon here. Now our apples are in our blender and I'm adding 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. I'm adding a teaspoon of garam masala, 1 tablespoon of raw sugar, and 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, and a pinch of salt. And I'm adding a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne. I'm microplaning some ginger here and I'll use 2 teaspoons. I'm starting off by adding a 1/4 cup of water and we'll gradually add more as we need to. We don't want the consistency to be too thick. Our farinata is ready and we're ready to serve it. It's that time again, everyone. I get to try our delicious farinata. I added some fresh mint just for my own personal touch. Drizzle on some of this beautiful apple chutney I made. I'm really excited about this flavor combination. Very simple to make and super delicious. Got a wonderful flavor contrast, wonderful flavor balance, and the edges crisped up, so it's a nice little touch. The original recipe is really quite simple. It's just a chickpea flour, salt, and water. But I'm really glad I put my own spin on things, and I welcome you to do the same. Put your own spin on things and let me know in the comments below what vegan toppings or fillings rather you want to add to this dish. I really love the personal touch with the fusion with that chutney, a little bit of an Indian influence there. So there you have it, everyone, another simple and delicious recipe to add to your recipe booklets. And remember, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that little bell notification icon so you don't miss a single video. Until next time, this is JJ signing off, keeping things interesting in my kitchen and yours. Bon appetit.